my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. My apologies, a little bit late, bloody stream wasn't working. I had my stream key disappear. Those who know what that is, know what that is, so a little bit annoying. But it's how it works sometimes, you know. So let's see what we have going on for today. Have a look at everything. And NFP happened yesterday, of course. Data came out a little bit mixed, but you know, good job growth, so that was positive for the stock market. Sent that up. Gold was a little bit neutral because we saw unemployment rate actually tick up a little. So with unemployment rate ticking up a little, we saw it become, you know, a little bit more of what's the word here, more of a mixed signals here from what we had. So if we're looking here at the calendar for Friday here, we do have some GP retail sales. We have Euro news at 12:30 as well. And one sec, I might have to get this. Worst timing, man. Give me a sec, some deliveries here. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. So let's have a look here. Rest of the news. Some German news here at 30 minutes after London Open. We have French as well, 15 minutes after London Open. So we need to be careful about that. We have PMIs as well later on today. So yeah, there is a few things we need to keep an eye on with the Euro news here, especially trading DAX. And yeah, this is super interesting. So NFP pushed up here, then we had boom, big rejection, and now we're kind of continuing that rejection. Those who looked at my analysis at the beginning of the week, I did speak how gold could be a little bit more bearish. I did post an NFP analysis before. We spoke about this scenario of it pushing up. So if you, and I'll tell you the reasons why, right? So we spoke about it pushing up for the initial news release and then maybe finding resistance. I was hoping higher, to be honest, maybe up into 40s. But with the mixed news release, why is it mixed? Well, we had this, right? Unemployment rate ticked up a little bit to 4. See, refresh this, we can get the numbers. This came back 100k something, which was impressive. Yeah, what was it? So 220k. So then, and we had more unemployment claims than we had employment change, and then we had this mixed news with this ticking up by 0.1%. So it's like a push and pull, right? Led into that, but initially we had some good bullish pressure in the market, but obviously it canceled it out. Boom, everything dumped, and you can see across the board, SPX, everything took a dive down and brought gold down with it. Gold not as aggressive, but stock market was much more aggressive, because if you look at the numbers here, obviously, you know, it doesn't take rocket science. 119 added, 220 claimed unemployment rate ticked higher. So it's very interesting to see that. If we're looking at the analysis for today, though, we have daily candle closing bearish off that. So now we have our daily candle closing bearish. Let's mark this previous daily here. Put it here. Put it PD. And let's have a look here at 4-hour time frame. We have one more down here. So bearish bias for today. But we're coming close to target. You know, there could be a counter bias buy from somewhere down here as well. I do see it happening. It's been happening in London quite often. We dip down and then buy up for the rest of London. Yesterday, an example. See the 30-minute, we close below. 15, we close below. So there is sells below here. We'll see 15 seconds for this candle to close below. It's possible it closes below, but I don't think so. Mark this as a 15. I really would not like to sell the lows if I don't have to. I rather this pull back and then sell from there. But if I have to sell the lows, I guess that will be the option. 1 hour close right now. We have it closing above our 1 hour support. No top wick as well. So that is definitely an interesting close. It's not going to give us much power here. I mean, we can't really do much with that. We needed to pull back a little bit here to give us space to get in. This is a big candle here, the one that came before this. What was that? 200 pip candle. You know, you don't really want to be jumping into something too quick after such a quick candle. But that's why I don't mind if it pushes down here, because I have my counter bias buy plan here. Based on my high time frame analysis here, I do think we can see something similar to yesterday, which we could end up seeing manipulation of. Yesterday we had, these are our London lows. Yesterday we had it of Asian lows here. Look at that, came below Asian lows, retested, boom, and then made its way up towards the upside. Was pretty straightforward. Again, big LTA here, setup one fails, after it ends up turning into a buy, and then we continue up here. Wasn't high time frame bearish? Yeah, it was bearish, but that's the same thing we could potentially see today. It's just how London is doing it, right? And then we do the real move during NY, right? NY, we get the real downside move from the the actual bias that we develop in the morning. So it's definitely a possibility for today. If not, we're just going to continue down, but we need a way to get in towards the downside, and it will give us that. That's how it basically works. Is if there is going to be an opportunity to get in, we should have a setup, and that's how I basically trade. Is based, if I see a setup, then I'll take it and it will give me an opportunity to downside. Otherwise, I'll be looking for this, because here there's no opportunity for downside unless you're just FOMO selling lows, but then we could look for that upside. So we'll see if something like that forms today. Looking at DAX, we do have news here. Obviously that heavy dump on DAX, we can remove drawings, start fresh. Daily time frame finally breaking out this daily range. That's pretty significant close here. Definitely something very important that's happened just now, leaving this range here. And hopefully we can move a little bit further down and actually start to get outside of this range. Do we want to pull back first? Definitely possible for a Friday bounce here, bounce into Friday, and then we start to potentially see, you know, us bounce into Friday, and then next week maybe we continue the downside. Definitely something that that we can see, right? So if we're looking at that, we can mark this support here. And what else can we do here? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's all right for now. I want to see more of the 1 hour time frame in here. See what the 1 hour is saying. Probably have a support at this wick soon. 30-minute. There we go. So around that wick as well. So continuation sales would be below here. We have to keep in mind the news. It is important. Put this line here as a 15. Yeah, okay, fine. So we tapped the 15 this morning. We're bouncing above it for now. Bias is obviously bearish. Daily bearish. 4 hour is bearish. Mark this 4 hour resistance. Counter buys, we need to get above here if we're going to do counter buys. Play that bounce play from yesterday. Something that could happen during, you know, during the, what's this called? During the day, to be honest, is we could play this bounce play. And in order to play this bounce play, we'd need to get above the 4 hour. If not, we could look to play potentially the downside room here that we have, right? So we could play this downside. And let's mark this here 4S. So it's not actually the 4S, sorry, 15. There we go. That would not be bad. Let's see 5. I think we have some 5. So we could extend it down to here. Let's see what closes. I'm just going to put this as the 5, as I prefer to trade that range. And then look for something closing below there. Now, if we're going to play the counter bias, we need to see something get above there and then support creation. Because it could even retest daily's resistance and then start to head on its way down there. So yeah, let's see what ends up happening with that, and then we can obviously make a decision from there, right? We can make a decision from there, and yeah, we can do something with it. So that's the analysis for that. Looking at GJ, just now we had GBP news, tanked price a little bit here, continuing a little bit of that fake out we had across the whole market yesterday. It's actually nice setups it gave on the fake out across the market here. If we're looking at overall GBP, again USD as well, we see very nice pullback here back into your zone here. This could create an LTA for you depending on how it closes. So I want to see what Euro USD did after that yesterday. So Euro USD a little bit stronger. USD JPY like that. Let's see some other pairs, yeah. UJ had a clean S1 breakout. Let's have a look on the daily. Yeah, it did for sure. For sure. Beginning of the week. So let's get back to gold, see what gold is doing. Come back down, retest previous daily basically now. Let's make sure we drone this accurately. Yeah, it's still accurate. And then let's see what happens here. We might be able to flip and start to get above 36 here. That's probably where I would consider something potentially, right? Above 36. So let's see how it goes. Want to just test something. Want to see. Want to test if this is working or not. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you, MetaTrader, making funny noises. What is full port Friday? You have to find out what full port Friday is. You have to find out what full port Friday is. Did I miss anything, Harriet? You missed everything. Everything you missed. 15 trades, longs, short, up 50 grand today, man. It's a shame. Damn, bro, enjoy retirement. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Full port Friday is just like it's a joke. Full port means to go full margin, basically. Same meaning. That's what it means. So yeah, everyone, all analysis clear, everything clear? Did you hold 1 to 2 RR on yesterday's US 30 buys? Almost a 1 to 2 RR, yeah. What do you do on your weekends in Dubai? Depends, man. Depends what I do on my weekend. If I have anything planned, not planned, whatever, right? So it's depending on the weekend. My instincts are telling me I should not touch gold today. I think, yeah, if your instincts tell you that, I think it's too early to make that decision. For me, personally. What was the news for Big Dump? Did you just join? Because I just explained it. Maybe what was confusing about what? Oh, okay. Yeah, it was the news yesterday, man. If you look at the numbers that came out, it's mixed, right? So you see, yeah, 119,000 jobs added. Right? 119,000 jobs added, but the claims, people claiming unemployment's 220 and an unemployment rate ticked up a bit. So that upside move gets faded. Because it's not as positive as people think it is. Hi, when is it best to stop trading in December, take a long break and start fresh? Personal choice, man. You could take the whole December off if you wanted to. I mean, for me personally, in traditional way, if we look at a calendar here, don't know if you guys can see the calendar at the side of my screen, but in December we have Monday is the 22nd of December. That week is not worth to trade in my opinion, unless you love to just be at the charts, you know. But Christmas week, it's Christmas week, and then it's New Year's after. So like from the 22nd, I would say you're a bit addicted to need to trade at that time. Of course, good moves can come, but it's good to take a reset, I think, for everyone. You know, it's good to take a break from the charts. No, bro, it was Russia. The move happened 2 hours after news. Yeah, I mean, you could be right as well, but I think it also has to do with, we can check here. I believe it has to do with rates and as well, and they're just using that as a catalyst. But we can check. Yep, US employment situation, non-farm edged up, but has shown little change since April. Gold edges down as US rate cuts expect to recede. So yeah, you could be right, it's Russia. I'm not seeing any Russia headlines just yet. Maybe this one here as well. This is 15 hours. So obviously Donald Trump and all of this, whatever is going on, but I do think it also has to do with job claims. But this is how the market digested and maybe uses that as a catalyst. But yeah, we can see that this is also some form of, let's check financial juice as well. Have a look at that. See if we can see anything, but could be a mix of both. Could be a mix of both for sure. See if we can find any yesterday red thing. This is Japan. Fed speaking. This is Ukraine here. And yeah. UK and Russia planned for peace, oil dropped and then took all the market after it. Definitely, or they used it as fear mongering for the news. That's how the news normally works, is it fear mongers. There's always some sort of catalyst that retail could not predict, right? Because look at the news came out negative really, but it pushed up first, grabbed liquidity. And then we have this fear mongering news. It's perfectly timed. It's perfectly timed. So the news fact was actually negative. But then what do we see? Then we see it push up, grab liquidity from upside, and perfect timing when it grabs the liquidity from upside, boom, that catalyst that you talk about can give it the downside move. You know, it just seems very perfect timed. It just seems very perfectly timed, you know, for that to come out right then when NFP has done the liquidity grab up. Why wouldn't they do it another time? So that's what I believe in, is just they always have their ways. Sells on gold closes below. It could be rough. Could be rough. We need more confirmation for that type of stuff. Coming away from this previous daily liquidity grab here. Might get the counter bias end up playing out. We'll see in 13 minutes. They don't care for peace? Yeah. I've noticed that I'm sometimes too emotional when trading. How did you manage to get this under control? Honestly, time. You're gonna feel emotions. You're human. It's completely normal to feel emotions. You just have to hold yourself accountable. That's the thing. Like, if you can physically, like, the fact that you make a decision that you're thinking about emotions, it's already halfway of the battle. if that makes sense. Like if you think like, okay, I'm feeling FOMO right now, that's good. As long as you can identify that. Once you can identify that, then you can do what? You can use that to make it a habit that you don't take action on the emotion, because it's okay to have emotion, but as long as you don't take action. Like there's times I feel frustrated, there's times I feel FOMO, there's times I feel annoyed, but my job is to make sure that I can feel those but not take action on those, and that's the difference. And I think over time you're just gonna get fed up and you're just gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, man, I'm tired of just losing, man, every time I make an emotional mistake. So I think that's a good one. Sir, can I have $100? Sure. Send me your address publicly, please, and your bank details. I'll send it to you right now. $100 I'll send you now. Easy. But here's the deal. I send you 100, you have to send back 1,000. I don't play normal games. This is an investment. That is my. If you want to take a loan from me, that's how my bank works. Take 100, give back 1,000. Full profit business. Not scam, bro. It's a business, bro. Don't you understand? Banks are not scams. You're calling me a scam, but your money is in a scam at that point then. So blame them, scam. What interest rate did you apply? Small interest rate. Harry, the starting of the week was negative for me, and yesterday recovered all the gains and the account is in positive. I would call it a week, man. If you've done that yesterday, the worst thing is you can ruin your mindset if you go back negative today. So if I was you, when I'm in that scenario, I call it. So that's it. Done my job. Right, we have this 5-minute structure here. We don't have anything closing below it. Next 5-minute close is not going to be also the 15 close. Would be nice if we had the 15 close and below the 5. That maybe might be enough to fill the wick. That might be enough to fill the wick. There's a chance. There's a chance that's enough. Stops? You tell me. It seems like you're always in a rush. You need to relax. It's impossible to know stops right now, because the candle could close all the way down here, could close right here, could close here, it's all gonna adjust your stops. Candle might not even close below. Candle might close bullish, next one close bearish below. So if you're trying to think about exactly where your stops are gonna go now, you might struggle, right? And you put yourself in that anticipation, hesitate. So stop. 8 minutes you have. A lot can happen in 8 minutes. And if you're putting so much weight on this trade and get like this all antsy, and then boom, the trade doesn't come, you're gonna feel even more pissed. Do you stops on Friday? No, you are correct, man. Today is full port Friday. Why should I even use stops? Stops are for the week on a Friday because we have redeposit Monday. Redeposit Monday, why should you use that? What's your strategy called, sir? It's just price action. It's not my strategy. People trade price action. I just have my own twists on it. Price action is a used strategy. Can't figure out position size in NQ. I'm not used to contract. Could you briefly explain? I think the best thing is not for me to explain. You need to learn yourself. And for you to learn yourself, because if I explain, it's going to be confusing. You just go to this website and play around, so you get to learn how to use it, right? That's what I did, and that's what you should do. So you just go to this website, and it's called Futures Contract Calculator. I'll post it in YouTube chat as well. Any guys on futures? It's a useful website. Can go play around with sizing and just see how to calculate it. I'm done for the week. Secured my first payout of $1,000 yesterday. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, 2 guys secured their payouts yesterday. Very happy to see that. Very, very happy to see that. We even had here Thomas got his $1,000 as well. So that was nice to see. And now you've done it. So that's good, man. Call it. It's your birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday, man. How did you like to trade US30 before NYC Open, like NY Open? It's not bad. You can trade it. I just prefer to do it at the Open because, I mean, yesterday I came to the charts 3 minutes. That's all I spent at the Open yesterday, 3 minutes. So that's why I like it. You see like how you were planning for stops here and now it looked like we're not even going to close below. So if you put so much emphasis on that trade, it's going to disappoint you. You don't want to let the charts disappoint you. It's a massive thing. Because if the charts end up disappointing you now, you feel like, oh man, it didn't give me an option that I wanted to take. And then you put your focus on looking for that same setup, and then you can get something called tunnel vision. When you get tunnel vision, that's where a problem becomes. Because now you're so focused on the sells, maybe the buy comes there. You have to be thinking, hey, how am I going to take a buy from here? Right? Stop loss is very easy. We can measure that 2 minutes before the close. We can check the size of the candle because that's a default. Stop loss is a default thing we do. How do you pay yourself? Wire? Yeah, bank transfer always. I showed last time when you take, you see how limited fees I get affected by bank transfer. If I do PayPal, absolutely screwed. I cannot do PayPal and I cannot also do direct back to my card. Why? Because once you are withdrawing more than you deposit, which happens, right? Hopefully for you guys will experience it as well. When you do that, they don't allow you, and this is a lot of mentors are not going to explain this, but they don't allow you, I had to find this out because once I took, you know, significant withdrawals and I started to take, and it adds up, you know, 10K, 15K, then they tell you you cannot take out from your card the equivalent amount of withdrawals in your deposit, if that makes sense. So let's say for simplicity, if you deposit 5K, you can only withdraw 5K. You want to withdraw 7K you've made of profits, it won't allow you. So you have to do bank transfer. And I don't know why people shy away from it. They're like, it takes 3 days. It's fine. Withdraw 3 days before the end of the month. Yes, I had that on IC Markets when I wanted to withdraw. Yeah, so always do bank transfer. There's no issues there. Fees are very good for me. Harry, setting any target or dream in trading is good or bad? I think it's good. I think because you work towards it. But setting like a daily target, setting a goal is different from a target. A goal is like, hey, I would like to do... in my honest opinion, your goal is to trade your plan to your best ability, follow everything you said you would do, and the results will follow. You know, but I think it's human to have like some sort of financial goals or something, right? Do you have any videos on the WAP when to take counter bias? Yeah, man, counter bias video. I think every aspect of the strat is covered in the WAP. Yeah. I think the WAP is full. Any question we have basically answered. Only thing we don't have answered in there is personal questions and stuff, which obviously you can't because it's personal. It's going to be targeted towards the person. So We might have a counter bias buy opportunity here. We're stuck at this 5 minute, taking out these lows. Top Step Live is banned in my country. I can withdraw part of the payouts, then delete my account. Yeah, but they're so cheap you could keep rinsing that cycle, right? Rejecting pretty heavy, safer to take pullback entry. I'm even sitting here trying to consider if I want to give it a shot with this 30-minute closing bullish for counter bias buys. Could be dangerous because of bias being bearish. But we'll have to see in 2 minutes if we do close above even. I just don't like there's no 5-minute structure. So this could just retest the range high and we could play in this range. So I would like to show you how this happens here, right? So we get this move up, we test the range high, 5-minute range high, then the rejection comes. Right, so we look at the 5-minute here. Here is our 5-minute range high. So what are we doing? We could come up, retest the 5-minute range high, and then make our downside move. Because sells are not out of the question if we want to continue down, right? If I'm being honestly, I prefer the 15 to close like this. The next 15 close above, ready for action. Then we at least get out the range. Or the 15 to close like this, we rely on the 30-minute closing bullish. Then we get like the 5-minute leaving this zone and we can use the 5 as a confirmation. That is a lot better as well. I mean, if the 15 just closes above here straight now in the next 1 minute, it's not bad as well. That could help us. We just need a good bottom wick to give us the liquidity. I don't trust the buys on Fridays. Any particular reason you have for that? Interested. I've never seen this guy take a trade on live here. Always a reason for why he won't. Fair enough, man. You're welcome to see my journal. And you can see the last time I took a live trade on stream is actually during NY session on the 17th. Because NY session been giving me more trades than after stream. So what can I do? I'm only here for an hour and a half. And if that in an hour and a half there's going to be no trade, I'm not going to take a trade just to entertain you. It's how trading works. I'm here to make money. If you're not, then that's your choice, right? So we did close above here, but look at this, no bottom wick. I need to check how this look on, I need to look at how this looks. So we do have a top wick on broker. So yeah, I need to see a deeper bottom wick here, then it could be good because I can't enter just like this right now. It's already just came down for 1 second. I don't have time to set it up. Last second, it just squeezed and closed above. So I want to see something a little bit more significant. I will take it in that sense. You can get a deeper bottom wick here. And then reflip. I mean, in an ideal world, if it retests here and flips, great. But sometimes we can't always have the ideal world, but we need more liquidity. How does it look on your guys' broker? Just so, I mean, here it shows no top wick, no bottom wick. My broker has top wick and bottom wick. A little bit different for me. Fair enough, just saying, have you also tried Hong Kong 50 or Nikkei? No, I haven't tried them yet. I do know them, of course, but I haven't like looked at their price action. Also, if you want to see my trades that I'm taking, you're more than welcome to go. I post them in Harry's Trades. It's just the stream is like, look at this. Yesterday, 6:54. I'm not streaming at that time. You can see the trades that I take. Here again, I took these DAX buys. We spoke about it on stream, but it came an hour after stream. What to do? DAX buys, it came an hour after stream. Then the day before, took DAX buys, but this happened in New York session again. Then the day before, we took these gold buys. If you watch the stream, we took this afterwards in the exclusive group. But what happened? I wasn't streaming at that time. I was in the group. So this is just what happened. Then US 30, of course, is a New York session. So you can make your own assumptions. But, you know, I'm going to keep doing me. All right, so in this scenario here, nipple, no top wick for you. Yeah, we're having a bit of mixed. I mean, personally for me, with this 1 minute like this, I just wanted to see something. It's like one of my rules, especially when I'm going counter bias, guys. You know, you have to realize that there is a plan here to go counter bias, but I needed time to get in. I really didn't expect it to close above like that last second. But maybe I should have been ready, and then when it made a nipple wick, I could have gone in. But honestly, if I lost this trade because it didn't make a deep bottom wick, I would be a little bit upset. I would be a little bit upset. And we don't have 5-minute structure, so it definitely can happen. Let's have a look. DAX is also trying to get into its counter bias move here. So DAX closed above its 5-minute range here. Similar story to gold right now, with how we don't have much structures. Ah, here we go. This is what I wanted to see initially. So this is good. Yeah. There we go. So now I need to find an entry point here. An entry point. Because it's pretty big wick. Normally how you play these scenarios is you can enter once it re-breaks the high. But obviously re-breaking the high is pretty high, if that makes sense. It's a difference of 20, 21 pips. And the reflip is nothing though. Like if we reflip here like this, what are we doing? We'll flip the 5. 5 has a high chance to close back in the range. Yeah, so I have two ways of entering this that I'm populating in my head. First way is going to be actually re-break of high, but run stops below current candle, because it shouldn't have to re-break the low once it re-breaks its own high, if it wants to continue up. My second option, exactly, Sergey. Exactly, it's going to be a 5 close above, and then we run it like that. That would be the next one. Yes, exactly, Ben. So those are my two ways. So if we have just some stupid, insane volume that comes in, then we can look to enter re-break of highs. A 1 minute close above. Yeah, would be the same as the re-break of the high, but it would add that extra confirmation that we're actually closing above here, because the high is around the same zone. So it would add a nice extra confirmation if the 1 minute on top of that closed above. You would have like that maybe final piece to tell you, look, this is the first time a 1 minute is closing above. Maybe we could get the push. Rebreak a high, wait till 15-minute close above will be valid. Yeah, 15 here closes in 10 minutes, so you'd have to wait 10 minutes. Might go without you at that point. You know? BTC smashed down. Yeah, Ika said that something's happening. What's happening? Oof. $81. This is coming to juicy zones, huh? This is coming to really juicy zones, man. We could have a very interesting place we're sitting at. If we pop down here to 78, 79, wow. Is stock market going down with it, or stock market's holding? Yeah, stock market's holding right now. I wonder what is crashing BTC. I mean, we have this type of, but I don't consider that a crash. Yeah, I wonder what just crashed. Three minutes for the 5 to close. Let's see what it does here. General sentiment, AI is too inflated. Yeah, we had that sentiment, but remember we had the Nvidia earnings come back a little bit better, so that helped the sentiment a little bit. Trump taking his BTC out to pay tab. So look, we're respecting this level, so we have to keep in mind that sells could make sense. One thing I'm thinking in the back of my mind, and I know you guys might not see it just yet, is there's a potential that we could sell through this range. We are higher time frame bearish more so. Right, so we could end up selling through this range. But it's all depending on how we close. Sometimes this 15 will close too deep and we can't do that. Explain what you mean by no structure. Structure is just, you know, the meaning of structure is the basic. I mean, you should watch my video on YouTube to help you understand what structure. Very basic videos. I think I have a market structure video. If you just type in my channel market structure. Market structure. There you go. All these videos here, market structure video. 1 year ago I posted this one. Take a look at it. That should help you. If you look at Dixie, it's bouncing off support and the sentiment is meant to be bullish. That could have a big move either side. Yeah, with Dixie bouncing, we could expect gold to move down. Down, sorry. But we've been respecting this macro level here on Dixie. Show you on 1 hour as well. We are at a temporary high though. We could see a small pullback from here. A lot of highs have come from this zone. DAX high time frame looks so bearish. What's with that weekly close? Yeah, even that daily close was a big one. That daily close we had was a big one as well. I wish we didn't have the news today because that's going to make it hard to trade after the open, and we've normally been seeing direction shows after the open. In my opinion, for the moment, I think gold will consolidate around this range and continue bearish. I don't know how much lower we can go. However, it's risky day to play. Yeah, this one candle, excuse me, sorry, this one candle can make a session so much harder, right? Because when you get a 200 pip candle just before your session, you might have to, you can't be like, okay, this thing is gonna absolutely continue start dumping. It could, and then you follow along with that, but we can't, always be too sure about that. Has anyone passed an evaluation and then accidentally traded on it? Now you're down 1K. Can you trade on your evaluation after you pass it? Yeah, right? No, normally I just wait, right? I wait to get my freaking credentials for the next one. Imagine they revoke you passing it if you're down 1K. That would be scary, right? If they revoked you. Oh, they close it right after? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm back. Welcome, brother. Almost like barcoding. Yeah, it is barcoding at the moment, but that's normally, like, people get scared of that. That excites me a little bit, because if it does break out, you know, it will go. Harry, if I was alone, I would take DAX buy 15-minute close. What kept you from taking the DAX buy? So we need to put it in comparison to gold. If you look at gold, we're reaching a previous daily support. This news here, I felt it was a little bit premature. This is kind of like a big supply zone I kind of had since my analysis from the beginning of the week. If you mark a supply zone, you'd mark it like this. We just dipped into it right now. If you look at the 1 hour time frame as well, it could come a little bit deeper on the 1 hour, to be honest. I see that happening, but all week we've been doing this pattern compared to DAX here. So that's why I made an argument to make a counter bias trade. I don't like to trade counter bias. I rather trade with bias. But DAX here is just in free fall land. Like, we've just closed below a massive daily support. 4 hours below a massive daily support, right? And this 4 hour candle that closed bullish did not even close back inside the range. So, Kartik, come to Zoom chat, man. Come to Zoom chat. Right, 12 minutes for this candle to close here. Earliest we could do is probably a 5 minute, I would say. That's the earliest. I wouldn't try anything more than the 5 minute. Trade of 8 doesn't look like that. You'll see slight differences with futures. Price action is majorly the same, but if you're on futures, just follow the futures chart. That's what I do. DJ Sharp is back. Yeah, we're back, man. We're back. S&P 500 going to be sweet buys? I think, yeah, there'll be a lot of opportunity potentially in the market. Want to take it there into the support? Yeah, I mean, you could trust the momentum to try push through the support, but sometimes that can punish you. That would be the only reason your trade loses. Respects this support here. If it was a little bit higher, it would be nicer for that scenario. Would you look for a swing trade on BTC the next 2 weeks maybe? Yeah, could do. I watched Raj the other night. Who's Raj? For the first time, you guys sound like the same. Notice you guys from the same country. Who's Raj? Let's do a spin. All right, let's do the spin. 8 minutes for this candle to close. That's plenty of time to do the spin. Plenty of times to do the spin. Pick. Look, I'll be honest, every single time we've done it, it's been good for us because the rest of the day I've won. So it's something has to be said about it. Pick before this 5-minute candle close. Pick your numbers. Come on. Before the 5-minute candle close. Color and number. I'm going today for green 8, man. Green 8 is enticing me. Green 8. Green 8, I'm saying. Green 8. Green 8, I'm saying. Come on, Harry. Let's go. Come on. Green 8. No, it's not going to land, is it? It's not going to. Totally fucked today. Today, win rate 0. Oh, Laurie Jean was so close. She was, yellow 7. Yeah. You can't put your answer 10 seconds. That's cheating. 5 seconds before it comes is cheating. Let's see who put. Oh, business channel put hello 7. Chinese Temu version he put. Is cheating. Who's calling me now? Hello? Yes, speaking. No, not for sale. Thank you. Bye-bye. Damn. Temu version. Where's the Temu version? Temu version? Hello 7. Not yellow 7. Hello 7. Look. So, does he win? Do we give him or is this cheating? Does he win or what? Hello 7. I think we give it to him. Man, my win rate's dropping on this spin wheel, man. Shit. You know, they say it where you should get out when you're on top when you're doing gambling. You should get out when you're on top. Peter had yellow 7. Damn. Okay, he wins then. Oh, man. They said you should get out when you're on top. We're totally off. Fuck the green 8, man. That trolled me, bro. It landed yellow. It landed yellow 3. Landed yellow 3. So who had actually landed yellow 3? So I'm going nuts. It wasn't yellow 7. It was yellow 3. So at least you guys got the color. Who put yellow 3 though? No one put yellow 3. Let's have a look. Yellow 3, yellow 3, yellow 3, yellow 3. No one put yellow 3. Can you believe it today? No one put yellow 7 was the biggest one. Always coming 7, huh? You guys are, everyone who put 7 is purebred gamblers because they know always coming 7. That's why they tried it. No one put yellow 3, man. In the group we see green 4 is close. Yeah, yellow 7. No one put, man. No one put. Do another one next stream. We do one per stream. You have one chance. That's see, this is the problem. We go again. He's like, I'm not accepting this. One more time. Bro said another one. Yep. Bro said another one. Open CS case. My God. End of stream. CS case we open. If I don't get a knife, count strike this time. Why is the music get louder? Did I tell it to get louder? Hello, hello. Is this volume good like this? Or is it still loud? Perfect. All right, good. That's it, man. That's the truth, man. This is how close you could be. You have to just keep... I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say this because I'm going to get shadow banned again. The music isn't louder. I can't ever hear it. Okay, fine. If it's good, you let me know. Revenge spin. 3 minutes for candle close. What do you want to do today, Mr. Gold? Let's see, let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax, 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 relax. 3 minutes, I said, not 30 seconds. Thank you. Just relax. Just relax. I said 3 minutes, not 30 seconds. What is DAX doing? Continuing its downside leg here. I feel like music is loud, man. Is music loud or what? Maybe just for me. I need to make sure. Zoom, how loud is music? It's loud, right? Yeah, I knew it was loud, man. You guys were saying it was fine. This is good. How can I get this extension? Browser, search, extension I need. The song itself is getting louder? Yeah, the song was... Let's see if we can add extension, please. There we go. Now we should be able to manage the volume well. Yeah, that should be good. Can't hear anything now? Oh my days. Oh, yeah, that is true. Very quiet on desktop. Let me try get it here. I'll fix it, don't worry. While we wait for this candle to close. How are we doing? Not bad, not bad. 45 seconds. Will we close below Mr. Gold? Yes or no? 38 seconds. Will you close below? Yes or no? This is also going to be the 1 hour close here. So it needs to close below. Otherwise, it looks like a shitty 1 hour close. 30-minute will also look shitty if it doesn't close below. Then we need maybe a 5 candle close below, only way to get in. Yeah, 1 minute looks like it wants to stay in the range for now, but who knows? Remember, this candle, last 10 seconds, it made a difference. So let me just at least have everything open. Otherwise, we're not going to be prepared. We need to be locked in. Be locked in. Right, so we did close below here, barely. No top wick yet. 1 hour is bearish, but not the nicest looking bearish candle per se. Yeah, I want to see a top wick, and I want to see... maybe a 5-minute candle leaving. I have a gap down on my broker, so there's a top wick on my broker, but it's like built with a gap down, but I want to see a 5-minute leaving. I don't trust this zone, because you know, these weak 1 hour candles are not the best, man. They don't give you the best continuation, these weak 1 hour candles. I want to try find you an example of those doji 1 hour candles. Like, see? Doji 1 hour candle, even though it did close below, next candle retraced, right? Let me try see when we do. This one was okay. This one was okay. I wonder what the probability is of it. I guess it also depends on lower time frames. Let's see. Three minutes for this 5 to close, so we're gonna see what happens. Really being nasty with me on wicks today. Ah. Could get a 5-minute wick fill here in 2 minutes. Let's see. What an impulsive market. Guess you have to trust the 30-minute close. So if we trust the 30-minute close, then we need to survive a top wick. And to survive a top wick, 80 pip stop loss. Can I run tighter? Do we have 5-minute structure here? Oof. That would be tight to survive that, but we could maybe 60 pip stop loss. And then to here is 47 pips. Let's see what happened on DAX on the open here. Oh, that's a pretty boring open for DAX. Pretty boring open for DAX. Oof. Wow, 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 wow. This is why I was scared of this previous daily. Remember I said we might want to retest a little bit deeper on the 1 hour? Wow, 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 wow. This is why it scared me. To take sells, right? I mean, at least it gave you a chance for break even. I mean, if you took this with your 60 pip stop loss, it gave you a chance for break even. But that's a nasty 1 minute candle, man. To come out like that with a 1 minute candle is not playing, bro. That candle is not playing. But what a great liquidity grab for buys, huh? I wonder if we can just rip buys on this 15-minute close back in the range. Probably will be enough. Gold has been difficult to find an entry. Yeah, so just relax because it's doing a lot of random stuff right now. It's just liquidity grab the lows. We have no liquidity grab to the highs. So hopefully this is the liquidity to push through the highs, but we need to be careful of that. Let's see. Could get interesting now. Let's see. Let's see. What has happened here? Spotify is down. Goodbye, Spotify. Full system is down. Look at gold, man. Look at gold. What a nasty move for sellers. Is it even worth to wait for? Man. Will we even get the 5-minute close right now is the question. I don't think I can enter impulsively. I don't have enough confirmation to enter impulsively. Yeah, 1 minute is nuts to enter impulsively. That's like a scary as hell thing to do. I need the toilet as well. I have 2 minutes. I have to go toilet. Impossible. Be back. Be back. I needed to go deeper. I think it just could be deep enough here. Just pushing. I mean, I know you wanted right into this 1 hour, but we have tapped the wicks here. Sometimes on a bullish pressure, it could be enough. All right, 5 minute might not close above here, which is nice for us because means we can get the next 5 minute closing above. This is a very manipulative range. I would hate to be an impulsive trader today. If you're an impulsive trader today, damn. Anyways, if you haven't done the YouTube business, appreciate everyone showing up to stream. As always, pleasure to have you guys on a Friday. It's been a good week this week, thankfully. I'm very grateful. I think we're up 4 wins this week. Can't complain. So, very, very happy. Very happy. Want to continue that into the end of the month. And then December comes. We start to wrap up. Big things coming. Yes, sir. Mad week. Yeah, it's not been bad. Not been bad. Unfortunately, on the live stream when we're live, it's not been that active. But we are having stuff going on. And that's why you're here to learn the skill as well, right? Learn the skill, apply it, make money, and you're happy. So, if you haven't already, I appreciate a like on the stream. You know the drill, the YouTube business. 3 wins, 1 loss for you this week. That's good, man. That's good stats. Why is Spotify down? Did you notice how many services were down since AI is taking their jobs? Oh, I mean, it just didn't load. I refreshed it. It's working now. But Cloudflare had a massive outage. Even AWS had a massive outage. That was interesting. You're still not working? I've just got mine up working for some reason. Shit, look at, we had this today is in the market is really going a bit mad in the market today. I mean, look at this gold now coming back now to reattempt to break through the lows again after coming back towards the highs. Wow. Gold is tough. Yeah, gold is tough. You need to be super patient for closes. Imagine you are sitting by yourself. This is why it's good to be with the people around you, because I'm disciplined in this. For me, I'm not, you can see I'm not taking action. But there was a time when I was trading back in 2019, 2020, bro, I would be all over this, man. Rip buy here. Okay, it manipulated the low. It has to go up. I press buy right there. Now it starts going down. And then I try to be smart and I tell myself, before it breaks through the low, let me take a sell right here. Sometimes it would work though. I do remember. And I'd feel like the king of the world. I'm the best trader. I told you that this shit would happen. Biggest sunspot spawns they've had in several decades. They have more electronics today dependent on satellites not protected by atmosphere. Yeah, it's always one of those like big threats, right? If all of that gets shot, solar storm comes, everything is gone, right? Big solar storm. Not everything is solar storm protected. Yes, you believe you're the king of the world. When it works, then you start doing even dumber choices and lose everything. That's actually true. I never thought about that. Like when you think you're on top, because you're doing dumb stuff already, it just makes you do even worse. Yeah, that's true actually. Because then you just have this like overconfidence. You're like, man, fuck everything. But there are times when I've seen it for people where it just all goes right. And they just do amazing. And it's like, how? Didn't happen for me, unfortunately. And I think that's a blessing. I think it's worse for people who get it all right and then they, you know, I think it's because then they feel like they knew what they were doing. So you really want to make sure that, you know, you have some sort of structure behind you. You need to have that structure. I'm not that guy. Yeah, for majority, but I definitely know those people who've done it, man. I know a guy who never traded before, joined my stream, copied me, did random stuff, made 50k. It's like, damn, I wish I could do that when I started. It'd be a nice boost. Alright, 25 seconds for a close above here. Bottom wick we could run. Where's stop? That's the problem, is stop right now. We'd have to run like 70 point stop and we've never closed a 1 minute out this range. don't know if I'm trusting this range, man. Let's see if we close above first. That's the first thing. We need to close above. We haven't closed anything above. 15 has to close above. Does it close above? And no, it doesn't. So we don't have that confirmation right now. We don't have a 30 close above. We don't have a 15. We don't have a 5. We don't even have a 1 minute. 1 minute has been stuck at this range forever. Gold, I don't know what it wants to do. Now it might want to just impulsively rip through the highs and put everyone in sad land. If that's a place you want to visit, sad land. Alright, so we had some news here on DAX. This was the French news just came out. Where's the French news? Today's Friday. So we just had French numbers came back. Manufacturing PMI is contracting sector. So PMI is very easy to read, guys. Anything above 50 means the sector is growing. Anything below 50 means the sector is contracting. Anything that's 50 means it's staying the same. So we're seeing the manufacturing sector contract and we're seeing the service sector grow. German is going to be more important. I expect to see a heavier contraction in manufacturing and services. They're expecting a little bit less than last time, but they're expecting it to be growing. I think we see lower numbers here. I think we see 48, 47.9, something like that. I do think we see lower numbers. Now she wants to go, not even give you a one. Oh, did they give you a 1 minute close? Wow. Such an interesting price action style. You have to bet that this is the one that wants to go. Which I think, you know, there are definitely arguments to be made, but I'm pretty happy I was right about direction. And all of this came from Sunday's webinar, guys. If you guys did not watch Sunday's webinar, this is why I was very strict on that webinar, telling you the importance of that. Super easy. Only because of that, and I'm using it on Friday. We spoke about how this zone would be deadly to sell at, you remember? Now, the nice thing is selling to this zone can be just as valid. That's the difference. Like if we can sell back to here, that's perfect. If this can be a pullback to sell, that's fine. But selling at it is always the most difficult. We need volume. Remember, you pointed the exact range for the week? Yeah, and look what's happened, right? How has that range been respected? Pretty well, right? We got up to the 120s. We got up to... down to our support zones. That's why I do that, because it gives me clarity. Because otherwise today I wouldn't even consider that opportunity, right? Unless I did all the analysis today, which some people can do, but I love doing it like in the beginning of the week. And it's cool as well. Do you think with all this data we are giving, prop firms and broker institutes are chaining the tactics like dumping in the last few minutes of a candle closure opens that we wouldn't normally take? If there is profit to be made, there has to be profit to be made. Retail, okay. They are selling it to prop firms. They're not selling it to institutions. Institutions don't care. Why don't they care? Your prop firm trades never actually reach the real market. So it's never going to impact the real market. When you're trading on a prop firm, you are not trading the real market. You are trading demo accounts. So it doesn't matter for institutions. But who can benefit from your data? Prop firms. And if they find a strategy that is just killing it on prop firms, they can build rules to protect against that. But as an institution, no. Retail is such a small part of the market for the institutions. Wow, we're back in the range. Crazy, man. Crazy. What a range today on gold, man. That is an insane manipulation range. Like, even if we took it impulsively, it only gives 50 and we had to put 80 pip stop. This is absolutely rinsing people today. You know how many people are losing money right now? FOMO buy the 1 minute. Unless you're closing fast, you're absolutely cooked. Like that's nasty, man. What a London session. It's been great fun. How was your London session? I woke up to this. Yay. Amazing. Super heavy, brilliant price action today. Now what do you want to do, DAX, before news here? Full port Friday? Yeah, I wish I had a gamble account, then we could do something with the gamble account. I used to have a gamble account.
Bro, Harry.
Yeah, bro.
What type of price action would you call us, though? Like, if you had to nickname it.
I would nickname this... I don't know. It's gonna be rude or racist or something like that. You know, you just don't want to go down that route, you know?
Nah,
Just
not
wanna
even.
pick up.
Yeah, not even, because, bro, what I'm looking at is just straight bounce that ass. Like, what am I seeing? Like, liquidity up, down, manipulation from the lows, like...
Yeah. I think we can call this... Dubai woman range. It doesn't flow though. I don't like the name. What type of conditions are you trading? Dubai date condition. Manipulate the lows, manipulate you at the highs just to go nowhere. That's a good one, you see? It's exactly how it works here. Manipulated at the lows, manipulated at the highs just to go nowhere. Sideways.
This is like a 9th or 10th grade relationship. High school relationship. Presents us too well.
Bro, you're in high school. Shut up.
Nah, I just finished though.
You know, you're speaking like you've been 10 years ago, bro.
Nah, dude, I'm the owner.
He's speaking like he's been in that like 10 years ago.
Hey,
like,
man,
yeah, this is how it was back in high school.
Hey, man, I was in
Man
the same...
finished it 2 months ago, bro. 2 months ago he finished it.
Nah, chill, you're leaking my secrets, bro. You can't be doing this. Man, it was like solitary confinement in the classroom, bro. In New Zealand, oh my goodness, bro. Kid in the back, he's probably smoking weed. Kid at the front, he's probably on the hookah. The kid on the right, he has a full course meal from KFC. I don't know how he got it. Probably got the Uber. He got the DoorDash 10 minutes ago. Teacher hasn't
Nah,
even...
man, you guys are too relaxed. You need to get back to throwing the food over the fence. Calling delivery to school and asking the delivery guy to chuck it over the fence. That's the one.
Oh, no, we done
That was the best. That's a, you know, the guy's calling you. Sir, where are you? Where are you? We're here. Where is here? Behind the wall. Just throw it.
An extra $5 so you can drive your car into school so you can give it to me so it doesn't look soft.
No, it was the best, man. We're standing there and there's a wall in front of us and we're waiting for a box of food to fly over.
Oh. Been there, done that. Nah, probably kids nowadays, they'll just get a drone. To be honest.
Yeah, who knows?
These motherfuckers just fly a drone.
Man, what is gold doing, bro? Make up your mind. Give us a nice close if you want to close out. Alright, DAX. DAX news in 5 minutes as well. So we want to wait for DAX news. We'll see if we can do something with the DAX news. And if not, we'll call it a session. Come back next week for London. Come back later for NY. We have beautiful range here on gold. I'm actually tempted to take a wick fill here. Not gonna lie. Just to play out my idea. Honestly, just to play out my idea. $30-minute close in 5 minutes. 30 minutes is a setup that could work as well. Rejects from daily if you mark it perfectly. Yeah, I have that daily there. Big stop, 60 pips ain't bad. For gold these days. I mean, our range here is pretty big. From where we are right now, we have like 200 pips. To the top, which one? Oh, this one here, the daily support one. Did we tap daily support yet? Oh, yours is a bit different. I would say mine is marked accurately on this broker, but which broker are you using now? Anyways, it's just doing some gay ass shit here and not giving us another bottom wick. That's some bull. Did I have bottom wick on my broker? Let's have a look. No. What a interesting day. How to tick those lines? It's something that it's just called support and resistance. You place them. I teach it all the time. It's actually a skill, like when most people come in and that's the number one thing I make them practice. Your line markup. Simple skill, but needs to be done correctly in my opinion. I think it can be very beneficial. Alright, DAX here. We have news in about 4 minutes. I'm interested to see. Wow, last seconds this just ripped above, huh? Last seconds. Look, we have a big range here, but we need to see what this news does. So let's see. Let's see, we shall see. Isn't DAX bearish bias? Yeah, but I'm not saying to buy. I'm saying to see what the news does here. Oops. Oh, the wheel is still here. That's scammed us today, the wheel. So I need to press X on the wheel. That's scammed us. Harry, if I have 70+% win rate, is it safe to use martingale? Brother, why even martingale? Just trade, no stop loss. Full margin in your first trade. Why even waste time adding margin as you go down? Just put everything on one trade. Put the house, put the kids, put the car, loan, just take everything. Just do it one time. Why waste time trying to do it, you know, multiple? Just go all in or nothing, man. Go big or go home. And you won't have a home. That's the difference. That's the difference. You forgot wife? Wife, maybe we can spare her, right? Alright, let's see news. We'll see news. Up or down, guys? Quickly write in chat. 55 seconds. Up or down? Most people saying down. Most people saying down. Martingale is for experienced and skilled traders? No, man. There's no risk management in martingale. Are you mad? That's the whole point of martingale, is that there's no risk management. If it all goes wrong, you lose everything. Martingale is not a risk management system, it's an adding risk system. You don't take away risk, you add it. If it goes right, it's great, yeah. But when it doesn't, it's a piece of shit. Oh, down first. Not massive move here. Quite boring, if I had to say. Came back like I expected. 48. I said 47.9, 48. So yeah, not far off. We could see that from the French news. We could see that from the French news. I think if gold creates structure and gets above the daily support, you can see buys. Oh no, what happened? News? Yeah, we could expect that though. I live in Germany, I don't like the numbers. It was expected though, it was expected. GG's, man. Take care. Yeah, I'm going to call it here as well. Appreciate you all. Good week this week. 4 trades, 4 wins. Can't complain. I swear if there's a trade that comes after stream now, don't blame me. Don't tell me I don't take trades. There's nothing I can do about it. If I sit here for 5 hours, maybe a trade will come. But, you know, I'm not in for that. Not in for that right now. So keep an eye on my channels here on my Discord. I'm posting my trades in here so you can see what we take. And let's see, structure and then close above daily support, maybe some options. Or we can start to leave this zone here if we can get some bearish candles formed. But we don't have any bearish candles just yet. And that's about it. So appreciate you all. Much love, guys. Take care and hopefully catch you guys next week. See you on stream. Let's get some wins for the end of the week. Much love and peace. Cheers, guys. Cheers.